Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more Heart of the Machine. So we're actually going to go back in time. I don't normally like doing this, but I misread now what? I had not realized that it was, if this exceeds 60%, then you're locked to Is It Justice and cannot do for the sake of those bound. I want to do the for the sake of those bound. The reason for this, and I know I could start a new timeline, I'm going to leave that new timeline for a different day. Main reason for this is mostly just I'm trying to have my first run be reasonably positive, no regrets, just because I truly have no idea how long the series is going to go on for, and I want to see and do as much as I want within like the bounds of what I want to do. Anyway, we're just going to start from the end of the second prison break. Please stop, it's getting harder. Maybe not for you on the outside, but the corpos are improving their internal security. Completed it flawlessly again, you're welcome, but I don't want to do this. The fact that liquid metal is speaking to you directly in this way is a shock. You tell them you'll think about it, both of you, as one person. Maybe just one more prison break instead of 3 more. I feel like there's something very important you're about to discover. So, what turn is it? 351. Maybe if I go up to 354, I want to figure out the save file right before I did the next one. Yeah, save game desynchronized. I really like the fact that it's saying that. So I think this is me. This is 354. So we're only like 4 turns off. Oh, wow. Yeah, because the next one must have been once we actually started fighting. So I think I'm going to stop here because this looks like it was right at the beginning of it. We've lost almost nothing. Failure to thrive. We're working on. Now what? So keep going for now. But yeah, requirements unknown. So how do we do this? And what are we doing? Yeah, requires a liquid metal android, but that's not right. So what do we have? Examine other businesses, steal corporate records. No, that's not useful. Ranging a hit, sec force shipments. How do I know what to do now? I don't. Let's figure it out. Okay, so the big one is we can just kind of ignore it for a bit. I'm going to save this as those bound 1, just so. And then if I think this is the same? I think this is the same turn. Or it's close. It's close enough. And I can always fork it from here if I need to. So let's go examine these other businesses with this guy for the timing and figure out what's wrong with my businesses. Okay, we've got this one down here. Sure. Surprisingly, I had the mental energy for all of that. We're still a little off, but it's fine. My main fear is when the kids lose patience. That's potentially going to be a little tricky. Okay, right-click to cycle through things. I'm looking for... Oh, it's over here. 6 mental energy across. It's fine. That was not enough. Damn. Okay. Up here? Another unit's in the way. Here? And yeah, we also had something that required an expert... Oh, right. Yeah, it required an expert shadow dweller, but I don't remember which one it is anymore. I thought it was like one of the... No, it's not one of these. Because it's not the nuclear power plant. We've already done that. I have no idea. Maybe I just shot things. Okay. So what is control? Huh. Oh, is that showing me that, yeah, I am losing wealth every turn? We don't care about traumatized ex-cons, and we're not uplifting more raccoons, necessarily. That's okay. No, we're not going to the end of time. I want to take a look at Metal Gear. Was there anything to grab here? Right, because I have 3 daring, but I haven't actually spent it on anything. The stealth aerospace hangar is tempting. I think currently we're working on this one. Because, yeah, we want to get up to enthusiastic... We want to max out enthusiastic cultivation, maybe. Do I just leave that? The problem is I currently don't need anything. Well, it would give me bonuses. Oh, here it is. Maybe it was these that were the expert shadow dwellers. No? I don't know. Okay, got it. Failure to thrive. Well, oh, influencer marketing. You're surprised to find that the small businesses that succeed are either lucky or highlighted by one or more city feed influencers. Citizens want personal recommendations, and influencers give them that personal touch. In that case, it's time you started pitching your businesses to influencers. Are you kidding me? This is a ripe environment for me to become a VTuber. I'm actually a little, I don't want to say a little, grumpy about that. I'm sure we'll get the opportunity, maybe. Oh, what do we want to do? Frankly, I think I'm just going to keep going for better mainframes, just get that out of the mix. Because if I get to keep these upgrades over into future save files, having really good mainframes right from the start gives us a huge bonus. Okay. So, gaming tastemaker. Okay, it doesn't seem like any of these... Oh. History edutainer. Oh. Okay, so some of these are more useful than others. Because this gives them, I think, extra cognition. Fitness Guru gives extra health. So what does this one give stat-wise? Extra range. So I think we want the weirdly... Well, we also have lifestyle coach. So that would increase damage. Dating coach. Do we have any other types? Because, yeah, we also have the lifestyle coach. What is that triangle stat? Just check one of these guys. Yeah, I don't recognize that stat. Which makes me really curious. This is one of those that I can actually do this a bunch of times. I can do 8, so we could actually figure out what it does. Let's see if there's any others. So, a unit must be shell company operative. Oh. Oh, gain technician bonus. Gain technician range. Technician health. So all of these are bonuses to my technicians. Okay, where the heck is my dude? Here he is. Senior technician gains extra stats. Oh, so maybe the triangle's over here for this guy. No. I legitimately have no idea what this triangle looks like, or what it does. Okay, what is this? Armor plating. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I don't care, though, frankly. I know that's going to sound kind of weird, but it's like... I don't think I'm going to be sending my senior technicians into combat pretty much ever. So we're going to leave that alone. So what are the rest of these? So senior technician extra stats. What's that? Oh, that's my worker PMC imposters. I have just like a bunch of them all over the place, and I don't know what they're doing. They just exist. So, senior technician. Oh, are all of these just for the senior technician? In retrospect. Because, yeah, that's senior technician. Senior technician. Senior technician. So, actually, we want the history edutainers just because the extra cognition and engineering is probably useful. Yeah, so in that case, we actually probably want to just do 3 lifestyle coaches. Hop in that. And let's go find some edutainers. One down here. Oops. Because, yeah, I don't think we need argument attack power. Actually, do I? No, that's to enemy morale. That has nothing to do with the argument minigame. So we'll leave it. Okay, hold up. Somebody's shooting something. I think I might have missed a attack there. There we go. Nothing to fear. Convenient history edutainer. Okay, and then we have one more up here. And then actually I can kind of do whatever I want. Because I could do the extra health. We can do morale-based attacks. Do extra... I'm assuming that's just extra attack range, but that's only for the senior technician, which seems really not necessary to me. And then there's the... Yeah, so there's extra range, there's extra... What is this one? Cognition. Okay, yeah, let's go for that. Let's see if we have any of those symbols vaguely within range. No, they're all up here for some reason. One simple living advocate, and the other one will have to wait until the next turn. The problem is it always moves, which means I have to go find it again. Where is it? We also have like a gazillion dogs. Let's see. I see one down here. At the very least, unload. More feral greyhounds, which I still find to be the funniest thing ever. Okay, company growth. With the help of influencer enthusiasm for your business, awareness is spreading much more rapidly. This is what you'd hoped would happen naturally, but there's so many businesses competing for attention of any sort. I mean, honestly, weirdly enough, I think this is one of the first times I've seen a game actually handle influencer marketing, like, within a game, sensibly. I always cringe really hard when somebody who is not an influencer tries to write them into a game or a book or a manga or anything like that. Because almost always it's, like, kind of the weird external view. And, like, it always ends up feeling very Kardashian in a way that... I don't know. Throws me out. Hard Knocks droids, let's max that out. So what else do we have? Another mess. I might want to see if I can get one of these at some point that can actually do, AoEs, because it seems like these guys clump. Let's see. Okay, that one, yeah. And there's one last guy who's going to hit my medical practice, but then immediately get blasted. So I don't think we need to worry about it. So... stealing corporate records. Where is my... this one? So the problem with this is... No, I think I might actually need my Raven for this. Well, we don't have enough mental energy. So, if there was a spot where I specifically wanted to start stealing corporate records, I think this might actually be one of the better ones. The only immediate problem is we'd probably get pissed off, or we piss off... Oh no, one's Oral, one's Golari. Because I might be able to take all of these things out, but oh, it's going to be hell trying to get in there. Okay, company growth, now what? Yeah, the problem is I don't know how to actually make more progress on for the sake of those bound. Because it feels like it's one of those that I should have an objective or I have to wait for something else to happen. And I don't know. Unless it's one of those where they get impatient and then bail. Yeah, see if there's some better way. Yeah, because I'm sheltering the traumatized ex-cons, which is good. Oh, my raccoon population's going up, but that doesn't really help me at all. I don't know about this one. So it's really, do I want to hard left turn into stealing corporate records? I guess, do we have any other... Here, let's go back to this. Do we have any other bases that I can raid? Because the thing is, I think these guys, the convictors, are tougher. Can I see the stats on the convictor? Yeah, a convictor is literally twice as tough. And like, there's the possibility I could hack a convictor. Well, this one has a single convictor up here. Okay. That's an option. Where's my car? Does this thing have anything in it? It's got the imposter. Because this is isolated, which gives me some options. Okay, SBA Telecom. I think part of it is nobody likes liquid metal. No, actually, it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna weasel my way over. Yeah, this has made some not friends. Okay, I can get that close? No, I can't. Yeah. Because I don't want to move closer immediately. Now, do I have anything else? Part of it is, I think I need to make some more units. Because we definitely lost some. No, actually, where are my cutters? No, maybe? Oh, here's one of them. Yeah, we don't care deeply about the Spectre in retrospect. Still also don't know what to do with the mind port. What does this do? Trio of medical drones for harvesting human neural networks. Cripes. No. I actually think I might recycle my mind port. Because that's a lot of space that I can free up. I think I'm going to do the same thing with the Spectre. There might be a benefit for it, but I think I'd rather have like a small army of cutters. Because yeah, I don't need a troop ship that bad. Iris is interesting, but we don't care deeply about restricted airspace. I have not tried making a bastion. I'll make a bastion. Or... because, yeah, what can I give this guy? Power to stun, target their weapons. Mag rail. Huge armor piercing. But it costs me resources per attack. I mean... I still don't hate it. Because this sucker, yeah, can't even hurt those. Wild. Okay, let's see what I can do, inspiration-wise. We're looking for guns used by androids, heavy arms, martial, vehicular development. Vehicle capacity is tempting. Yeah, because the rest of those options aren't amazing. Yeah. Kind of, well, carrier hull strength, we'd only have to get twice. But that doesn't help us much. What I want is armor piercing. And it's not really giving me that. Unless we're out of that. Still, the extra combat power is gonna help. Let's see, melee, procurement efficiency. Probably just do gun research. Let's see, heavy arms. Autocannon cooling. Oh. Railgun muzzle velocity. Okay, so we actually want to invest into heavy arms research when we get the chance. Still not enough to kill these, which is a giant pain. But my armor piercing did go up a little bit. So if I did this, effect intensity 230. That would actually make it so I could instantly shoot a convictor, if I wanted to. Well, here's the thing. I think I can just load these. Oh, turns will last for 4 turns. Okay. See what I can do with these things. Let's see. So the one problem with Armor Cracker is Armor Cracker... oh. Passes through armor. So this does systems disruption, which is good. But I don't know how effective that is. Targets hit by this will have their attacks reduced by a percentage for a turn. But I'm thinking we grab the strafe. Because yeah, what does Firestarter do? Set on fire if they're vulnerable to that, which is limited. We also have the anti-bomb, which has an area of effect. I mean, it'd be interesting to go for the anti-bomb. I just don't know how effective it would be. Let's check. Hacking resistance, systems integrity. Yeah, so I don't know if I can even do damage. So, yeah, let's try the strafe. would still be expensive. What about you? Can I do anything with this? Additional CPU? No, we don't have anything fun. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a moment. Yeah, this has armor cracker, but only a little bit of it. I can actually do a decent amount of damage to some of the other things, but this is still going to be a giant pain in the ass to try and clear because we've got 3 big mechs, or 2 big mechs, some smaller mechs. I guess the other question is, oh, we have my car. Unload units. Do I have any new thing I can do with these guys? Yeah, because it does fire starter. It has the biggest damage bonus. That is a little bit of armor piercing, but that doesn't make a dent. The big chunker. We do have the anti-shotgun. One... Okay. In shadow. We're blending in. Maybe I'll switch to just the PS29. Mill style armor gives them blending in. Which I don't know how useful that is, but still. And I don't think I'm going to bother with a rage circuit. How much damage can this guy do? So he could actually wipe out most of the regular folks. Small caliber armor piercing, yeah, it's a joke. I think part of my problem is I haven't actually been investing into item development at all. Oh. That's where that comes from. This is good. This is better. Unfortunately, we don't have enough bonuses for that. Well, how do we feel? Is it worth a shot? Because if I take the Convictor, that's their biggest boy. The only immediate problem is I have no bulks nearby. How many bulks could I get? Handful. Why is there a feral dachshund at the top of that building? What bizarre universe is this? Okay, well, we've got a raccoon population. Unexpected guests. Complete. Raccoons that uplifted themselves and now don't want to talk to you. Maybe this is a bit how humans feel. Surely you'll see them again someday, but for now they seem to be doing their own thing. Cool. Professor Hulk. Homogradient path of altered growth. Huh. Homogradient and Homo obscurus in a single timeline. Suspicious of your smell. Complete dog's path of uplifted minority. I think we might want to figure out how to uplift bees next. So, better hacking skill, yeah. I don't think there's even a question on that one. Okay, command mode. Right. I was just going to get some more bulk nickel bots. They're not amazingly strong, but having just like a gazillion of them is just... Okay, well, take me above cap. Gazillion of them lets me just shoot stuff. Oh, these guys are back. Sadly, I don't have the mental energy to take all of these guys out, but I think only one of them is going to be a problem here. Cool. So... Save again. This is going to be the biggest boy. I'm about as loaded out as I can get. Hack the Convictor? Hack the Convictor. Full hack. So the immediate problem is there is a lot more bad lads here. Because we have a Greater Wanderer, a lesser wanderer, a code priest. 2 code priests, actually. Okay. So I'm gonna split. 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 Blow this one up. Move this one over here. Oh. Never mind, we're hosed. So the greater, I have to recheck that one. So there was, armor plating service panels, leaf node. Weapon system, okay. Well, this is a better start than I had. Okay, let's take out that one. Take out the bomb. Take out the priest. Okay. So this gives us some time. Run over there, take that one out. Yeah, this guy's toast. Take out the Wanderer, and then all we have is the Greater Wanderer. It's me. I'm gonna hunt it down. Okay, so we have the mech pilot Cradle. It's gonna cost a lot to corrupt, however, then I just get one of these boys. AI Convictor. Sources of idea, world experience. What's yours is mine. Hack a Convictor mech so it becomes yours and you gain the blueprints for making more. Okay, so now that I have a Convictor, it is not actually one of my units, per se. Okay, so they're shooting the hell out of my Raven. Now, we do have the option of hacking the Diplomat. Like, obviously this is going to cost me an amount of stuff, but I think it's worth it. Okay, keeping in mind, we do have one of these guys, and I hate their guts. Move there, and kill it immediately. I think we're going to run away from this one for a bit. Split. Take him out. Alright. Cradle is still expensive. Okay. So they're still trying to shoot the Raven. Frankly, it's deserved. I'm gonna do with the Raven. So I can take cover, so they don't die. I could do a Toxic Cloud. Don't quite know what it does. Used by shadow units. Okay, so now they're just not shooting at it at all. Perfect. And that still leaves me with a bunch of mental energy to do something with. Well, do I have a cutter nearby? How much the cutter can do? It can do a decent chunk. How much can this do? That just takes those guys out. Okay, that takes out most of them. We have the Panther, and we have the Machinist. I mean, at this point, none of them are going to be able to stop me. That's out of range? Damn, that sucker's effective. Okay, so then there's just the Panther. Panther's gonna get wrecked. What did this give me? Disable alarm. Oh. Currently fine. Okay. Military political ops. Oh, I can bribe guards. Could. Okay, so this has pissed off security. There's no hackers coming after me, though. So I think we just get shooty. I'm gonna move this one here. We might have some reinforcements come in, but at least currently they're not really much of a threat. Let's see, is anybody wounded? A little. Okay, so they're shooting the Raven. Out of range. Have to worry about clearance. Alright, whatever, I'm just gonna go here. Oh, that's a hacker. But this is not a hacker hacking one of my dudes. Also, something needs equipment. Oh, the convictor. Probably just gonna give it the additional CPU. Not much I can do with it. I mean, it doesn't seem to hurt my Raven. So that's good. Because, yeah, my hacker's not actually being targeted by them. So I can just chill. Nice to know at this point that I can kind of take these things out. I'll have to see if I can shoot a thing. Okay. Take those out. Nothing left there. And then there's this mess. Okay, so my telemech's gonna take some damage from these two guys. Oh, why is this peacekeeper all the way out here? There we go. Easy peasy. Well, that's effective. Because all I have to do is just pile 2 missiles out this direction and we have nothing to fear. Oh. Oh, okay. We have something to fear. There's a convictor shooting at me. Well, I could do 11 damage to it. What if I do this? How much damage do we do now? I can kill a convictor. That's awesome and also extremely not great right now because now I have to deal with the fact that I have a hell of a lot of these guys potentially on my tail. Can it shoot? Oh, it can. Oops. Oh, but it's fine. It's not even getting destroyed. What is this base? I have no idea. If I turn on the map... Oh, I'm invading the airport. Oops. You know what? Worst things are happening. We have one more turn. That's done. So now I can come over here and deal with this. Okay, so those mechs have too much armor. Well, I boosted this guy up. But I want to see how this guy handles things. So how much damage do you do? Yeah, railgun's pretty good. I guess this is my airport now. Okay, another prison break. Oh, that's investigations. Oh. Oh, so we've actually stolen all the data we need, maybe. Well, we get some procurement efficiency. Better micro builders, better meats, better biomulchers. How am I doing on resources? Problem is I don't know. I think we're having problems with elemental slurry, so let's boost that for now. And now what? What can I build? So it potentially wants me to build some more tower mainframes. I should probably go back to putting them in the heart of my base, though. Huh. Kind of clips into the NutriBlend. Funky. Doesn't quite fit. None of these do. That lined up? It's not. There we go. Okay, and then mine farms. I don't want to put those too far away. We could get a vehicle extender. But I'm going to grab too many of those. We're kind of low on some things. Because, yeah, I could get, like, another VR cafe. That give me a little bit of stuff. Is there anything else that I'm, like, deeply in need of? Not strictly. What are we doing on housing people? I have no idea. Okay, vulnerable structures. Oh. Let's see. Bulk shell. Well, I can slap a telemech out here. Easy peasy. Okay, who's shooting up here? You are. That has too much armor. That's fair. It is now toast. Let's probably get him out of the airport. And give him a fresh identity. We kind of want to do that for a number of these. As we've made some really nasty friends. And that's not good for me. And this doesn't cost me much. At all, really. Cannot do it for the liquid metal tiger. There's no way to give that thing a fresh identity, which is fair. Can't do it with the Raven. The Raven doesn't care. Sick. Okay, so now that I've done that, I guess let's get the Raven out of there. Not that it matters. I mean, I think I've kind of taken the space over. Unless more things spawn out of it, it's mine. So what do we have? More prisons. It might be one of those where we wait for the traumatized ex-cons to finish clearing. But I need more therapy assistance. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I just don't forcibly lose it. Okay. So decrypting corporate records. Company growth is going fine. Whoa, that's gonna boost my water filters like crazy. So what else do we have here? Because it feels like I'm missing something. But I don't see much, because it's just another prison break, no new contemplations. Because if I say that's enough... I wonder if that's how it works. Well, we've got other tasks to work on, so I can always shift. It's not that big of a deal. The main question is, how do I start uplifting more things? We can check victory paths. Because budding cybercrat, we've started. Machine cult from a population that already has brain implants. Well, we haven't even started that. Bionic secret. Altered growth. I don't even know how I do that. Oh. So I wonder if I can't do altered growth because the famine's already started? Endless war raptors. Loose non-uplifted war raptors on the citizenry. Oh no. Yeah, you've engaged in many further prison breaks using toxins in a clever but ethically dubious manner. Versus work with the lost gen rebel kids to the point where they take things too far. Stop the kids, hated the kids, hard mode, extreme mode. Versus for liquid metal's sake, tricked the kids, no murders. It feels like some of those I've already missed. Oh, you can actually see if it's grayed out. So I can't do a civil war or collapse a criminal syndicate, I believe. I don't know. Like, some of these are gray, some are not. Pressure points. Oh. So 10 times versus 30 times. And that'll get me more Adagast and Daring. Tons, actually. Slice of Inferno. Nuclear reactor has been detonated in the city. Well, I mean, that would be an easy thing to do at the very, very end. Massive network of full dive VR pods. And people knowingly live their virtual lives. Well, I'm working on that one. Peace after brutality. Huh. Post-apocalyptic titan. Terrible event, you met an impossible adversary. Through careful probing and intelligent deduction, you figured a way around it. Interesting. After pushing Vorsaburr too far, you're nearly destroyed. There was no friend available to meet this time. Interesting. Burrower, no murders, no kills. I think I might want to start working on escaping the city, if that's a possibility. Maybe not. I think we had that earlier, but I think we've maybe missed it. Well, grand scheme of things, we've got company growth and decrypting corporate records, both of which may give us some things. So, like, unless something shifts, I can just kind of take a bunch of turns here. And just chill. Okay, decrypting corporate records. You've identified 3 candidate corporations that you could exploit in some way. If you want to follow up with one of those, new contemplation will allow you to continue. There's no rush, you can always exploit this information later. Okay, so we have Atka Retail, Peak Homes, or Yinshi Wellness. Okay, so core route for goals, bionic secret, and collapse a criminal syndicate. This one's a side exploration, and this one's collapse a federated corporation and 2 unknowns. Well, let's do this. Exploiting Peak Homes. Peak is the largest landlord in town. It's never been entirely clear why redevelopment stalled in the decrepit parts of town almost a century ago. On top of that, there are reports of odd sightings of racing animals of some sort and illegal animal training facilities in those areas of town. Employees of Peak have been observed going to and from these locations, but very little else is known. Oh, hold up. I think I might need to do a rescue. Where's my... there. Yeah, so these guys respawned. Okay, none of my guys... oh. None of those guys are getting killed. This is still a perpetual problem. And then there's only one, who is going to be capable of killing my neuroscience lab. That's frustrating. And I think it's going to get replaced. Okay. I'll get a computing optimization. Let's... do we want to get VR pod chamber bonus? Tempting. Because I like the idea of, no, let's keep boosting my better mainframes. Okay, company growth. Company plateau. Your businesses have stagnated. Had an engineering breakthrough on water filters, which helps, but it's not enough. More than one solution, but only one may be obvious. Humans and mine farms. Okay, we get item development. See, I'm still thinking we just keep going for that. If there's anything with armor, I'd like to blow it up. Okay, so we have nicotine introduction. Oh no. Mine farm business is plateauing because you've priced out the working class. Almost all of your clientele at the moment are managerial or scientific classes. Altering your prices is not an option because it would immediately draw scrutiny and reveal your true motives. But there are no more customers at your current price point. At the moment, they mostly use Surface on weekends, holidays, and for vacations. If you introduce a small amount of coupon program, your mine farm business is plateauing because you had priced out the working class. Okay. For about 20,000 wealth per turn, you could flood the black market with coupons that the working class would easily snap up for a fraction of their usual price. Okay, so here's the problem. Oh, I'm actually making a decent chunk of money. I might want to focus on Peak Homes for a second. Okay, let's take a look at this. Just this guy. Can I tell this one to not be there anymore? I can. The question is, where do I stick it? Because if I get this guy too close, a lot of these military bases are just going to start shooting my dudes. I think this is kind of out of the way. Cost me a gazillion mental energy. And then what about this one? This one I'm just going to park a little further out. Another fresh identity, and we kill time. So, I think I'm just going to run this guy home. And contemplations. Yeah, let's go this direction. Peak is the largest landlord in town. Okay, so on top of that, there were reports... No, done that. Employees of Peaks have been observed going to and from these locations, but little else is known. Hide and observe, so that's going to take a couple of turns. We do also have Yinshi Wellness, which is actually also available. I mean, if I could do both of them. Yinshi's clientele includes a lot of amputees who are military veterans. If you can become part of their supply chain in some way, there's quite a bit you could do. Corporations who directly serve the military are locked up. Okay. We have plenty of engineering skill, and this would give me Bionic Secret and Collapse's Criminal Syndicate. Both seem decent. Design, Anthro Neuroweave. It's the most obvious intersection between what you know and what they want as part of their supply chain. Neuroweave was invented by humans for androids rather than a human-compatible form. It's probably not very hard to make and would be very useful, but it doesn't seem like anyone's bothered. Okay, so this one just requires medical research and neurology research, and then I think the other one I just have to wait for. The last one is nicotine introduction. That would put us closer towards willing rejection of reality. I think I'll leave that alone. So we also have Arca Retail. Sure. Or Atka. Atka is among the worst performing corporations, but over the last few years they've seen sustained growth at a suspiciously consistent rate. Their growth rate is a meager 5%, so it's likely no one cares enough to look into this. Depending on what you find, this might be a means to blackmail or something even more exciting. I mean, the thing is, I have no reason not to just do all of these. Where's my tech? It's over here. Really? Might at some point want to get a second one of these. Okay, contemplations. Unload units. So let's investigate this further. So some of these are going to take some time. Oh, use a hacker unit to get what you need. You will not need to do any hacking yourself, but you should be prepared to... I see. So now we have to do a bank heist. Here or other places. Well, I'm going to rescue a feral cat for sure. Looks like we have a number of these banks. The problem is... I don't currently have a raven. Oh, this is not a raven thing. Or is it? Well, do I build another raven? Do I make another bovine replicator? I suppose so. If it's seeming to think I need more food. I was kind of baffled by that. Okay, so this is going to get a bit messy. Because these are all considered vulnerable structures. Well, I'll see what I can do about this. Okay, and then just nutrition blend refineries. Which I guess I can just squeak in a number of these locations. Maybe not all that well. But squeak I can. Oh, perfect. Can I get 3 of them? Yes. Then it only wants 1 more. Okay, so we have 16 vulnerable structures, which is, not amazing. No, that's not it. How much protection does it need? 8,000. Move it there. Okay, so I might need to build a bunch of these. At least it can kind of have it cover a multitude. Oh, right. And I can't do more at the moment. Well, I'll figure it out. So here's the question. No, we can't build any more androids. How many more of these can I make? Oh, I'm gonna have to wait 3 turns to get another one. Yeesh. Well, the Anthroneuroweave won't take too long. I think we're good. Nobody's attacking me yet, so that gives me some grace period. Yeah. Like, these are... Some of these are within spitting distance of one of my mechs. So it's not too bad. Okay, now there's just 4 left. I'll have to work on it. The other option we have are the bulk peacekeepers, but no, we can't even build those. Well, as long as nobody's attacking me directly, we're fine. I think we're actually going to get the Anthroneuroweave pretty quick. Okay, who's under attack? You are. So unfortunately, I think this zoology lab is going to get pummeled. Out of range. Do we move it a little closer? I think so. Okay, they're not even going to be hitting the zoology lab. Perfect. Now I have 3 vulnerable structures. Those 3. This one. Okay, so if I park it right here... Now we just have 2. We also have a dialogue available with Corpo's senior vice president. Oh. I don't know. Do we want to send the Keanu? Wrong kind of unit. Oh, requires my armored executive. Where is my armored executive? Here. Oh, that's my senior technician. Oh. Where did I leave this guy? Oh. Did he die? Also should probably just run this guy down. I swear I had one of these guys once upon a time. I might have just lost him. Well, is there somebody I want to get rid of? No. Okay. When in doubt. I don't actually know which one of these gives me more. It's probably Android optimization? No. Let's see. Hardened security jacket. Still very much team make shotgun good. Let's see. Android launcher. Another aerospace hangar. Which actually we desperately need. Small arms research. This is not what I was going for. But at least we max out Soul Droid hacking skill. Okay. B. Well, we've got some things I can build. We definitely want an aerospace hangar out here. So I'm going to make him. Yeah, none of my androids can act because I have too many. I really wish you could just shut somebody off, leave them in storage for a time. I guess I can get rid of one of these keepers. His introduction is polite but condescending. You realize with a thrill of pleasure he truly believes you're human. But as he continues to talk, your pleasure fades. How does he know about the Anthro-Neuroweave? Talks about it like it's common knowledge. This is concerning. Your scientist must have talked. On the other hand, Yinchi was the exact target you had in mind for a sale, so this saved you a few steps. Maybe it wasn't the scientist. It could have been routine digital espionage. Decide not to worry about that. You're just glad you're not actually a human, or this would be quite intimidating. As it is, you're curious. While you were navel-gazing about how he knew about your invention, he's gotten to the point, a truly staggering sum of money by human standards. But wait, that won't work. The entire point is to become part of their supply chain, so you can put in the back doors. If they just buy the rights off of you, that won't work. Sell them the tech, or protest. You'll supply goods, but not the tech. You want to sell them the goods from your factory over a long period of time. That way you can insert back doors into what you sell them. And it's way more money. Gives a very patronizing explanation of how things work in this town. Basically, small fry like your company don't get to be part of the supply chain so readily. It's offering wealth that would be unimaginable to an individual, but which is nothing much on the corporate scale. It's super clear this is not a moment of negotiating. Okay. Give up or refuse. Small businesses have been getting bullied like this for almost 800 years, and you're not feeling it. I'm going to look this up. Okay, so the answer is I don't get as much money. I'm going to refuse. Basha says this doesn't matter much to him. You wonder if that's true. You wonder if he thinks you'll come back soon begging. That's it. You let him leave. Alright, well, I don't know exactly what that's going to do for us, but it's a thing for now. And I've got a bunch of other investigations to deal with. At some point, my Raven's going to come back, and we should probably do one of these break-ins. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Problem is, I do need an engineer in the area, and probably my defenses. Still going to be worth it, because this is such an easy place to fight in. This home. Let's see, what I should probably do is actually get all of my ships nearby. And I'm out of juice. Oh. Underground Ursine Street Racing. Raven is shaking her head in disbelief as she sinks back up to your larger consciousness. You weren't aware that this was a tick you possessed. As her memories flood into your mind and merge with your own, you see that she's been doing a lot of motions of disbelief over the last few nights. Peak Homes has an illegal underground street racing situation, but rather than vehicles, they've chosen very unlikely animals. Horses have been extinct on Earth for centuries. But you get the sense that they would have been far too tame for these people. From what you recall, horses only raced on the ground. What's wrong with these idiots? This is their nightly entertainment? Human jockeys ride these animals up and down the sides of buildings and even leap from rooftop to rooftop. Ursus Arctos were shockingly fast climbers prior to the genetic enhancements. Many could climb trees at a rate of 1 meter per second, which is frankly insane for a 450 kilogram animal. That was before they were given titanium claw extensions, steroid cocktails, and direct genetic alterations. Their climb rate is now closer to 4 meters per second, and they have a horizontal leap of nearly 20 meters. These animals are fascinating, and are being put to the most venal use imaginable. The races only happen at night in decrepit areas of town, with their paws taking chunks out of every building they pass over. No wonder the urban renewal plan stalled. It would have interfered with the underground racing circuit. You think you might want them. The animals. You don't want to race them, but you want them. Probably. Oh boy. A possible way in. The danger of these animals is hard to overstate. Combat units are used as their handlers between races, and one swipe of a claw can dismember or behead even such a sturdy model of android. A series of shocks and electric tones are used to mitigate the frequency of this, but these are still wild animals at their core. Raven suggests that if you want to get your hands on these animals, having a combat unit infiltrate would be the way to go. You'll think about it. You have the intel you need, if you decide to go for it. Oh, that's going to be fun. First, we got some things to manage. Who are these guys? Why are you here? Oh, I can't fight them. This requires one of these. Well, I mean, just walk up here. Bingo bango. Kablamo. And we'll leave that for next time. So contemplations, earth sign infiltration, and we got some other stuff to work with. For now, I will see you on the next episode of Heart of the Machine. I love this game. It's so weird. It covers so many different topics and it does it shockingly well. Yeah, so this... Oh no, this base hasn't restocked on dudes yet. Well, maybe in a couple of turns. For now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Why can't I park this over here? I guess I actually would want to park it kind of closer and down. Why not? Why not? It won't say. We also have the bulk nickel bots, which is... I don't know, just do we leave them up there for now? I think we do. And move this guy at the very least.